Hey, big boys. So we had two options today. Belegar Tower Defense and Door to Chill campaign. It's just one sitting campaign, 1 day campaign, so nothing really special here, just gonna be chilling. Playing some standard Door to here. Got me dinner here, some salad. They still play Gwent every day.
Hail to you, Dorthu, eldest of the ancients.
It got released
I
yesterday
come to
on
offer assistance in
Steam. I
these
only played
dark
over 3 hours
times,
there.
to help you exact revenge on the enemies of Argwylon. To the north, the Bretonnians lie in wait. We must tread carefully, for their expansionist desires are well known. Yet they could be firm allies against other foes. Furthermore, greenskin incursions
Hope
are
this letter is
increasing,
not related to
defiling
Dorthu.
the sanctity of the forests with their filth. The only answer is war. Move against their mountain hovels and end their sorry sorties into your lands. To the west, the beastmen herds are massing. These cloven beasts will desecrate everything, including your sacred woodlands, unless stopped by force of arms. You must turn the tables, take the hunt to them. The taint of chaos must not despoil the king's glade. Though the men of the lowlands know the price of intrusion, they still trespass upon your hallowed groves. No more. Drive them from the forest's edge. Age has made you twisted and furious, father of the forest.
Very nice, Rystro.
This rage makes you mighty. Go now. Smite the unworthy. Defend Argwylon.
Gwent got released yesterday on Steam. You can see I already have over 3 hours. It's finally on Steam. You still need to register with the GOG for the account, which goes over all platforms. Okay, so we're doing Door to 1 stream campaign. This is, I think, our fourth Argwylon campaign in Warhammer 2. Even if it's a short one, it's still gonna go on the playlist. Argwylon, let's see, yeah, a third one actually, a third one. We died from the plague, Nazrim. What do we got here? Ariel's Chosen, huh? Winds of magic power reserve plus 15 is pretty good. Melee attack plus 8 during forest battles doesn't work. But at least the first one works. So, really bad public order here. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed regarding this. I did like in the past the opening here and then go back for the rebels. We have to also watch for the tree.
Deepwood protects its sons and daughters. Not possible.
We're at war with the Karak Norn, Beastmen, and the Redhorn tribe. The Redhorn tribe might just get destroyed while they're traveling here. Well, the Beastmen feel like they're gonna make a move on the tree, unless they get destroyed before.
We will see our homeland persist through all
Let's
the coming
see,
ages
maybe we
of
can
the
invite him
world.
to one of the wars. Not Torgon,
We will
what
see
about
our homeland
Vidrian?
persist through all the coming ages of the world.
No.
What
about Orion?
Before me. Speak, traitor. Of course.
Alcin 15. Okay, they're gonna like us. We do have one way watchers, 3 dryads. This gives immune attrition to all units in the army. I wonder if this also means to all attrition. This should be also to plague, but you know, they don't really fix these things. Upkeep 30% cheap for the spirit units and 10 charge for dry streak and treatment. Why charge? Why not attack? And you still have this brain damage technology 10% charge bonus. What's up with the trees and the charge? They have like no charge really. 12 charge, same like dwarf warriors. 12 charge, 30 charge, and it's a single entity.
Glade Lord.
Not gonna do anything about the rebellion here, we'll just let it happen. Katra. Not a bad trait. 15 wins magic power reserve. And we do have access to Earth Blood here. Eight, 16, 7. There's a river here as well. We get here, you're gonna have to trespass. Great power -3.
Highborn.
Never played the route before? How come? Spell Singer is on tier 2. It's simple here. We need growth, we need money. Very simple. Trapper's Den and the Grave Wines. We'll put 3 Glade Guard. Did they fix the typo? They did. Puts a smile on my face. They fixed the typo. Okay, let's just sort this out a bit. We actually don't care about this, just turn it off. Maybe they actually finally put this to remember. When you put it like this, you, other than this, you don't have to click that button on top. And we get all the information we want. Let's turn off damage building and upgrade available. So, well, the tree is tier 1 is actually quite vulnerable. So we have to keep that in mind. This is actually quite nice. I need alliance with the Orion so we get some vision.
Speak, traitor.
Let's see, 10, 3.
Order. What could you possibly want? Of course. You may keep your lying tongue for now. I shall comply.
CA, never change. This is almost like Bethesda unintentional memes, you know, were created on this day. That was 2016 December. What's the version of the dwarves? 10. Dotto hates dwarves, but it's only version 10, while with the greenskins is 40.
I will not disgrace my ancestors. Talk at me in your crude language.
We can't really actually make a move like this. It's because of the huge penalties to public order here and the lack of public order available to the Wood Elves. They forgot totally about the, you know, a higher difficulty that normally exists when it comes to this faction. Quite a bit of rebellions in the start, which allows you to build up anyways.
Lord of the
Everyone
Grave.
was really happy about where the rebels are positioned in this area, and then this river here. At least these guys should have the movement on. Better keep an eye on the beastmen. They might be lined for the tree. Yeah, quite a bit of enemies though. This one has a growth armor. Plus 10, and we get another 30 here, so this will double it. Get rid of the wave watchers. And the Wild Riders.
A traitor stands before me. Speak, traitor.
For Wood Elves, you can check my Wood Elf campaigns, Scotty. But you can basically just wait in the forest here or attack nearby settlements. You can just attack this directly and then go back. It's a tough battle though. It's a little bit slow until you get some upgrades. Yeah.
You may keep your lying tongue for now.
Why they refuse to join against their mortal enemies?
We will see our homeland persist through all the coming.
Lord, we will see our homeland persist through all the coming ages of the world.
A traitor stands before me. Speak, traitor.
Why they never fix that bug, man? What the hell?
And talk at me in your crew.
Oak of Ages to fire go down. Well, at least nobody's gonna be naming it something Agatama.
Begone.
The Wood Elf campaign is pretty chill for the first 23 turns, then it just speeds up. Yeah, you can definitely get surprised by the attackers on the tree. That's why you have to keep an eye on the tree while the beastmen are alive, because they beeline for it.
In royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you.
Yes,
I love
Elm transgressed.
cherish us, for he saw in us, in each of us, the future of Skyrim, the future of
More turns, huh?
Tamriel.
Just get more Glade Guard from until then.
We are the children of man. Talos is the true god of man, ascended from flesh to rule the realm of spirit. The very idea is inconceivable to our elven overlords, sharing the heavens. With man? Ha! They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth. Today, they take away your faith.
Oh my god!
Of tomorrow,
Have you seen that
what
shit?
then?
Holy
Do they else take your homes, your businesses?
Early
your
on, we
children,
have to keep an eye on the
your
beastmen. If they
very
get destroyed, all the better. Because they're coming after a weak settlement, which is a tree right now.
Lord, this is Argwylon.
Nay, worse
As
than
Deepwood
nothing.
protects its
The
sons and
imperial
daughters,
machine
tread
enforces the
care.
will of the Dalmor
traitor stands
against its own people. Rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks. Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine. Trust in me, Whiterun. Trust in Heimskr, for I am the chosen of Talos. I alone have been anointed by the Ninth to spread his holy word. Talos the mighty, Talos the unerring, Talos the unassailable.
Keys of the Clairvoyant Dragon Tribe. Great Council for 100 shekels, nice.
I live to serve Ares.
Writhing in the field.
Beastmen looking good right now.
You may speak your honey.
Have ascended from the dung
This
of
is
mortality.
Argwylon, home of the Oak of Ages
Walk
and
among
the Azrael.
stars. What you
Lord,
were
this
once
is
man,
Argwylon,
aye,
home of
and
the Oak
as
of
man you
Ages
said,
and the Azrael.
Let me show you the power of Talos Stormcrown, born of the North, where my bread is long.
I can't name Kingsglade, I don't own Kingsglade, what the hell?
Breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine. I do this for you, Red Legions, for I love you.
Oh shit, this is a meme. Book at Tottenham Peak.
I thirst for the
Okay. Shit Wizard is working for the Talmor. I got those Reddit memes. Yeah. You know, you know.
Yes.
And there's like no vision here.
What do you may keep your lying tongue for now.
I'll see this. So they might join water here, huh?
I think not.
It's becoming
I will not
open
believe
here.
a word you say.
It's 114 strength that is making this difficult right now.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Your traitor stands before
So
me.
he's not even recruiting that much. Why is he has such a weak military?
Lord
Ryan,
of
11
the
units.
Affray.
Minor factions 14. 14. No wonder he gets destroyed sometimes these days.
Talk at me and your crew.
I'm getting a spell singer. This one is actually pricey. This one is actually pricey. Every time, man. Every time. Look at that building. Plus 10 casualty replenishment rate, 10% faction wide. Just like that. Just like that. Not that you need it exactly. These guys can actually backdoor now. You just gave them a reason. Let's simply do it. Because when you have wars, they target one of these settlements. It's not easy settlements to attack. They sometimes just go for it. Looks like the rate on time is going down. The moment the beastmen are gone, the settlements become easier to defend.
This is Argwylon.
Hi, you have been granted access.
You may speak your honeyed word.
Honeyed words.
Come then,
Doesn't
messenger.
look like they're building stuff up. By the way, they can actually be here and have firewood in range, and you wouldn't even see them. Happened to me with Telia. Hylia. Go back to Shrinotalos.
You have been granted access to the halls of Argwylon.
They went to war with Carcassonne.
Glade
These
Deepwood
guys still have no
protects its sons and
wars.
daughters. Tread carefully. Ill-judged.
Oh, they're slowly getting there with
It
this.
shall be done.
I think he's gonna score some points with that. Beastmen of 64. They cannot attack from this side, but they can use a beast pad here, so you have to stay closer. There's also a rebellion building up here. This is fine, we'll get a life spell singer. He's 3% cheaper. These guys can protect the tree from the south. They could still get closer. Okay, we get the rebels next turn. This is odds better units. I need the experience from those rebels. And we'll keep checking our diplomacy available here. Because we are low on slang rank, they're reluctant for these treaties.
Lord, you have been granted access to the...
There is probably some old bug that has never been fixed regarding that, so it requires extra work. Okay. Knowledgeable, aggressive, huh? Yeah, knowledgeable is fine. 1100, missing 3 gold.
A traitor stands before me. Speak, traitor. Never.
We're gonna have to wait next turn for that.
Salute.
Yes, we can delay that. We don't want to miss experience here. Ariel Chosen will be pretty good if it actually worked properly. Eligible is fine.
The forest calls.
They have 3 pretty good traits, the Wood Elves.
The
They just need to
forest
get
is
fixed. The Lord ones. There's me at this point on the other side of the river, which is actually quite ugly.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
Thank you, Bill. Well,
Certainly
that
not.
sucks. I really dislike this moment. It's because of the defense, you don't get easily invaded. But still. Frequently you need to stop the Warriors of Chaos. Once you defeat the Warriors of Chaos during the Chaos Invasion, they stop coming. Those waves are limited, they should not be coming more than 4 or 5 times.
Wind Weaver. Wall, grant me gifts.
Well, this will be a pretty bad attack, a very bad time if the guys come from the south as well. So let's see what's going on here. Basement 79.
You have been granted safe passage. No, just no.
This is building up. Still getting 11 points waiting.
What the woods of Argwylon welcome you.
I mean, Talsin in Orion can protect the tree if the beastmen come from the south. Like the early game, you're basically just building up and trying to eliminate your current enemy list. Especially beastmen and the Red Horde tribe, because they're gonna try to attack the Oak of Ages. Since AI get born massive experience, it's quite easy to lose Oak of Ages.
Ill considered.
This might build up in quite a big rebellion there.
I think not.
Might just have to fight a big battle at the Shrine of Talos. Look at that movement. We can't even attack him this turn.
No.
Okay, let's see. These guys are getting beaten, beastmen are getting beaten. Okay, that's good.
You have been granted safe passage. For now. Imprudent.
Clay, I will not believe a word you say.
Yes, a traitor stands before me.
We'll just stay in Channel Talos here. So I'm gonna get more experience. Get another one of these.
How may I help?
Mod relations with Bretonia. Evasion. Enemy hero success chain seduction. Well, they never really put the systems into the game, Welshman. They just streamlined every faction for the same moment. Looked like they got attacked, they actually won the battle. Wow. They intercepted the beastmen or something? Because the rebels got attacked by something. And they won. They might have intercepted the Skarsnik or the beastmen. Goblins. They tried to go around. Wow, poor Skarsnik.
Welcome to the halls of Athel Lawrence. Certainly not. I will not believe.
You should join against the beastmen now.
Speak anyway. Orders received.
Actually, I will not believe a word you say. But unthinkable.
They have all the enemy there. Okay, this made it easier for us to deal with this.
My powers are yours. I foresee great things.
Thank God they don't have the same model. Got the RuneScape, little Fifi. They fought a battle here. They intercepted something. I think one of the goblin armies. With the cannily follow up here south, is always fine. Look at that battle loot. We'll always get a fraction of that. It's turn 12. What can you do about this?
Talk
Peace
at
treaty,
me in your
nice.
crude language if you must. I make no
Much money
promises as
we
to the
get for
outcome.
this.
All right.
And also going to shrink to be back here, right? We can. Stabilize a bit and then go somewhere else. Being summoned. We can remove this for now and get something else. Got the Lord of Life and Shadows spell singers. They're the hero wizards. The branch red is also a wizard hero, but it's a hybrid. It has required a lot of this to actually become a fighter. Well, it's never gonna be a good wizard. You're always gonna use a spell singer. Does have an arcane item slot, which is incredible. The only problem is getting arcane items with this faction is impossible, really. Durtu is a monster, and Orion is a hybrid weapon specialist. So the only way you get items is, I think, the Ancient Treeman monster. Yeah. So getting Arcane items with this faction is hard. I don't really recall if the Treeman can find items regularly. Your lord has to be a wizard to find Arcane items. And Durtu for some reason doesn't count as a wizard. He's one of the top wizards because of the crazy melee stats. He's one of the strongest lords in the game. Going to melee and use the beast magic on top of his melee power levels is just insane. If, I forgot if the Ancient Treeman and Durtu actually can find Arcane items. Maybe somebody remembers. As this faction has issues finding Arcane items. The Wood Elves in general. I think the Treeman and the Ancient Treeman and Durtu can find Arcane items. With Durtu, I used to prefer melee army, but since bonus experience has become tough. But you can still always use the Tricking Grinder. So they count as wizards, Shield Wizard is good. I just forgot, it's been a while. Because it says a monster here, not a wizard. It does have a spellcaster here, so he's a monster wizard. Same as the other one, the Durtu and the Ancient Treeman are some of the strongest lords in the game. With the amount of stats they get and the type of magic. The Ancient Treeman makes Grand Pepper look pretty bad. A little pepper, mini peppers as well. So still no movement here.
As you have been granted safe passage. For now.
Another 7 now.
No. You need...
Welcome to the halls of Argwylon. Not possible.
You may speak your honeyed.
And the beastmen are almost beaten now. It's actually fine.
A traitor stands before me.
So the beastmen are still active at 21.
Lord, you have been granted safe passage. Yes.
Order, you have been granted safe passage. Yes.
So the relations build up enough for actually get trade agreements. Have a limited trade potential. Trade agreements will also further increase our relationship.
Maira at Luna.
6 units here now. think should visit they're gonna immediately give us Mortal Emperor's campaign or some kind of shitty mini campaign again. Just copy pasta. Man, copy pasta is hard. Just look at Norska. Not easy. Not easy. Did I do World Elf and Beast campaigns on Steam? Yeah, back in Warhammer 1. We done them once, one first try. Tomorrow, can we watch your first Warhammer 2 campaign on stream? There is no first Warhammer 2 recording. It was the early access Last Defenders, was not put on YouTube. The first one was actually the third campaign we played, which is Cult of Pleasure. That's the oldest one we have. I remember that campaign because they were drilling here for a week. I was a zombie, pretty much, couldn't sleep. So give us relations with Bretonia Empire. We ought to go find those beastmen bastards.
I will not believe a word you say. Lord, welcome to the
Alliances help a lot, because these factions are isolationist, but when you get war coordination going, they actually act. Even Torgon and Vidriot. They will move on the map and they will do battles, as long as you do have war coordination on. It looks like they're going around and they're fighting Broken Nose now as well. The menace below was broken, so broken I didn't even used in my first campaign with the clan Pestilence. That's how much broken it was. We can start moving, or we can get some tricky in. Get some tricky now. This would cost 3,400. Now we had to disband some units. Even nowadays, when Menace Below is used, they still sometimes do a lot of damage at first. But for most part, it's been fixed. They could easily make it that the chaos gets different bonuses depending on what difficulty is set.
Noble son of
Not like it's currently right now, which is laughable. This one is huge money, huh? We can start building it almost next turn.
Welcome to the halls of Athelloren. What do you want? Of course. What, you have been granted access to the halls of Athelloren? Certainly not.
The other one's like a bit
Lord
more.
of the Glade.
You may speak your honeyed words. I will not obey.
He doesn't have as much gold as the other ones. We'll have enough gold for the other one. So let me guys show you. This is a Warhammer 1 building. Public order, craftsman 3, 3 pottery, 3 timber, 3 element trinkets, 2 public order. Tier 2. You upgrade it, get 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3. So 2 tiers of buildings, this is the final result. Warhammer 1. Not updated. This is a Warhammer 2 building. 50 medicinal plants, 20% replenishment. Just like that. One building. Still lacking a little bit of gold for the... we can get tricking going. Tree is still under risk as the beast may not been stopped. We'll get this to high public corner and we'll be able to lead the force for a bit with the army. We have one Ember arm. It's probably best to get the Loic the Trickster. Minimize the rate of rebellion so we can have some freedom. Get more public order from Oak of Ages as you upgrade it, but still barely enough to meet the negatives. This is just a Dur to 1 stream, Dur to 1 day campaign. Will not be continuing next time. The update is being released tomorrow. Recommend delete all your old saves every time they update the game. Crooked Moon made peace with Crooked Moon Mutants Gates. Nice bug. Never fixed.
You have been granted access to the halls of
I need a little bit of money to get that building. That building is actually good money because we're trading with 2 factions. Ancient of the Leandra.
You may speak your honeyed words. No.
Lord, welcome to the halls of Athelloren. What do you want? Ludicrous. You need the woods of
I think we actually
Athelloren.
aced them last turn. It was low. It's a shame to have a whole turn go like this.
Those seeking my counsel.
So what's the cost for this building right now? 3880. Missing 101 gold. Ah, fine. Get in public order. You have to fight 12 there, huh? This garrison gets defeated by pretty much anything. Beastmen are still active. They might be going around. The Orion will attack them if they get close. Although they could get in range of firewood without Orion detecting them. It's a possibility. There was this bug in Warhammer 1, and if they would take a settlement next to Karakate Peaks or whatever is your capital at the time, they could actually sign trade agreement with you. Come on, man! What a bad timing there. Let's go for the ancient bark. This is money we needed.
A traitor stands before me. Maira Atimuna.
Stabilize the public corridor at least. This is good for the garrisons. There's still beastmen roaming around. We should clear them because they could go for the tree. The campaign is just just Argwylon Jester. It says in the title, due to one stream campaign.
A traitor stands before me.
Hi. Welcome to the halls of Athel. You have been granted
Did they give us
access.
trade agreements?
I will not believe a word you say.
Okay. 2 times 3. I actually take only 1 turn to recruit, which is nice. We'll get this first, before we run out of money. We get most of our money from the bells. Will long streams return tomorrow? How long will we play each campaign? We'll be doing regular streams, Nomi. With the initial days gonna be long streams. It's like up to about 10 hours. I think there is actually a command that actually tells you that. For the new factions. So the beastmen are gone, we have no enemies, we can do whatever we want. Are any boss of the Dreadnoughts in the patch notes? No.
King in the woods.
This is like freedom. So much freedom. 3-3. 3-3. We'll save a little bit treasury for the second one if we just wait 1 turn. 2. And then 2 times 3. Do you have YouTube with guides? No, I don't do guides. But I have over 100 campaigns on YouTube. From start to finish. Wand of Jet. This will actually cause a lot of negative public order. I do wanna have some freedom here and not be tied to Shrine of Talos. Next turn 3 and then a turn after 3 again. Yeah. Look at that massive, long-term partnership.
You may speak your honeyed word. We are Ashka.
It'd be nice to snatch like a tier 4 capital. What happened here? Well, last time when they released the DLC, even if I really was a fan of these factions, even before we started them, we did, we were planning like 70 turns for 3 of them, and we did one short campaign victory with Clanation, 70 turns with Malus, and 70 turns with Repants. Actually, we got a victory Repants as well, so we finished 2 of them. This time we're gonna be playing all 4, working towards short campaign victory conditions, and at least 150 turns with every one of them. Instead of doing those Beastman Science campaigns to see, you know, the state. I'm probably we're gonna be seeing 2 of them finish with a short campaign victory, while 2 of them will be considered critical mass reached if it's reached after, you know, 150 turns. Vortex, I don't like Vortex, it's just tedious. It's like watching paint dry.
A traitor stands before me. Speak, yes.
There's also no Cal Franz in Vortex or other characters.
I will not believe a word you say, but speak anyway. Short-sighted.
They only gave us
You
money.
have been granted access to the halls of
These guys, for some reason, have less money.
No, just no.
And this is just enough for the next turn now. But we actually get to 2700. Yeah, that's perfect. And it's only turn 24. I'll play Wurzak now. Not planned. Wurzak will be we'll have Bloody Hands campaign if you guys manage to sabotage the sellout campaign next month. Which have not yet decided which faction is gonna be. We got an army sorted, and then we're gonna go try something to fight.
Start the war!
So we had 1 rebellion, and then we stabilized by just garrisoning.
Now's the time.
We can attack Karak Asgaras. They actually got sacked, huh? Who the hell sacked them?
Skarsning!
Looks like Whistle and Skarsning is about to get destroyed.
You have been granted safe passage.
Such a shitty position.
As the woods of Athaloran well,
The traitor stands before
We need a capital to raise. What are my tips for the Woodland campaign? I should just watch my Woodland campaigns from the start. Patience in the beginning and then do whatever you want. Make sure to keep an eye on the tree until the beasts are destroyed.
Salutel.
There's a tier 4 settlement here. We're gonna be losing 6 public order here per turn. Why didn't they occupy it? Why did they sake it? They could have. That was a big blow here. Yeah, they sacked it. They sacked it. Maybe they make a move here so we can go elsewhere. It's weird they didn't occupy that one. It's like nobody was in range. Just bad code. Bad code. Sacked again.
You honor me. I have seen your heart.
How strong is Paramount? I feel like they have an army in this southern area as well. 25.
Dark are these skies.
There's no more coordination here going on.
You may speak your honey.
I'm gonna have to try to surprise one of them.
You have been
You have all
granted
the initiative there. Who the Skull Smashers fighting?
You moke.
They're fighting Paramount as well.
Now they'll see.
No, the boys have stuff for sure. They might be making a move though. There's a forest, light forest. We'll go here.
You have
These
been
guys are
granted
what were
access
Carxon,
to
but
the
they're not
halls of
making a move because
Argwylon.
there's no more coordination.
Salute. My ear.
So what else do we have here? This one actually gives us a huge defense buff. We're looking for a capital to raise. We have a little bit of initiative here. Perfect.
I'm special.
They barely won here.
Where's my manners?
That's the opportunity we needed. Don't even have to tell much, we'll talk to boys.
Say what you gotta say before I cleave it out. Elmchant Grastia, Fraxina Trego, Kadamba. Gra Fraxina. Kadamba Sivla.
The famous 10, huh?
Fraxina Klimba. Soa Kadamba.
Going for the Ancient Bark, physical resistance and armor for the Tree King and the 3 man units. The 9 melee attack buff. Our blood. Pendulum. Let's investigate what kind of follows and banners have. They're really shitty for this faction. Really low effort. This one doesn't even work on the heroes. Pretty sure this one doesn't work on the heroes either.
Valiant lord.
It's fighting Parisatosa.
Bow before the rightful lords of the realm.
I refuse.
Updated. So we'll be taking down Skull Smashers there. I had a big battle with Paravon, they both lost 4, so we can talk both factions actually. But the Skull Smashers are more spammy than Paravon.
Yes, a traitor stands before.
You called? You have been granted safe passage. What do you... You have been granted safe passage.
There's a lot of weird shit here. You can remember shit Wizard before they fixed that at the start of Warhammer 2. Those 10 HP lords from Outer Resolve. Man, I forgot about that until we saw it again here. Give you nightmares. Let's see if this is considered a corner. Okay, it's not a corner. I mean, it's a corner because he didn't retreat, so he was pinned. A couple of locations on the map where they can't retreat like that. It's not doesn't work always. We have one rock lobber. We have no range units. My first Game 2 campaign was Early Access Last Defenders in Vortex, followed by Teclis, which got restarted because of a bug, so Teclis again, and then Clan Scroll, and then Cult of Pleasure. You can only watch from Cult of Pleasure onwards. Well, this is basically just Total War rules Ghost. If they're cornered, they can't retreat. They have pretty good replenishment here. It's a 9 attack there. I'm gonna just pressure here. Give me some smoke and mirrors.
Awaiting orders.
Come on, range, woman, range.
Ready to serve.
Run. We can pin the boys here. Smoke and mirrors. That's expendable. Holy shit, that miscast. 700 damage. What the shit? This guy actually got surrounded badly already.
Ready to serve.
Debuff here for the attack. Apparently they are fighting or shooting artillery from this side.
command.
Let's go, Karamba.
Men!
Let's get both buff here.
Orders understood. Spell Singer. Quickly.
Damage dealer with 29 damage and 500% damage. Kick V.
Reaver.
God damn, man, it's a comedy. And Durtu pull that lord. Dreads are okay when they get the buffs. They should be treated expendable. They have 60 armor with 20 phys resist. That's pretty solid for tier 1. They have fear and 33 melee attack with magic attacks. For tier 1 unit, that's more than enough. The technology could be better, they get really bad technologies, and that's the main issue. One day the would also get it working and get proper technologies on the shit they have. Technologies are nice for the elves and the campaign bonuses, but for the Uruk side of things, they're pretty shit. Pretty victory. Going for bloody. That's why he sent the Dryads in a vanguard like that. Yeah, the +9 melee attack aura is very strong stuff. Going for bloody on a one-day campaign. Forest spirits are very strong followers. Wish the other ones were this good. Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50. Does it stack? Yeah. You can put on every character. You want at least 2 of those in every army.
Sakash Turf.
Awaiting order.
Give me smoke and mirror so we can get faster there.
As you say.
Sakash Turf.
Yeah, we watched the Mandalorian review of Warhammer, it was pretty good. Minus Ghost part. Then it drives with his bell, they're taking a lot of damage in the priest bell.
At once.
Well, it's common knowledge that a lot of people discard Gorse because he's slow. You know, don't care about any of the things he gives to the army or the faction, which are some of the strongest shit for any melee faction. Come on, shit wizard. It's not that drastic. It's so weird to see the white color scheme.
The forest.
Get him, girls! Bang dead Gobo!
Menge.
Zerolti, what the hell? Hit him!
Flourisher. Battle ready. Ready to serve.
He was almost down.
Viva.
Optimus Prime, ladies and gentlemen. Optimus Prime in action. clearing the backside.
Orders understood.
And the beast all destroyed. They respawn. Gobos are bracing for a charge. Gobos get nuke. Green skin anti-large. I like the Biggins should have doubled their anti-large bonus, so they're less meme unit. There's some incredible tanky. How is this guy not routed? Get that shady Gobo. These guys are slow and have low melee attack, but as one of the most durable units in the game.
Digwood made. Awaiting orders.
Current champion, of course. Watched him recently. He was playing Fallout New Vegas.
Yours to command. Battle ready.
He lives, yeah. He still streams. Is there a couple more to save? It's either 90 or 95% element pride. And the vigor loss can also lower it. Any special rules for this campaign? No. Just as the title says, Dr. wants doing a campaign, chill campaign. Just killing some time. Most of the money for the Wood Elves comes from raising. Battle Loot also gives a lot of money. It's normal for the Wood Elves to go red, for example. What the hell are these followers, man? I will take Massive Oracle, it provides 2 Ember. Replenishment is pretty good, 35%. This one is kinda huge. This one can wait a bit. This pretty much turns the dryads into damage dealers, not like what they have before. Tricking gets quite a bit of damage as well, but this one is important so the Tricking don't never die. It's a little weird how there's a mix of followers here, mix of 10% and 12% one. I think they would sort this. I'm not even sure we played the Wood Elves since they upgraded the traits. I don't think so. It's rank 8. We have stuff like Shield of Isha, which is the pretty much primary reason for the branch rate to be in the army, other than the replenished troops, which is becomes pointless at a certain point because how much replenishment they get. This is the primary reason for. So let's say you have Shield of Isha. It says ward save 15% during forest bells. What does this mean? This means any battlefield that says it's a forest, your army pretty much gonna be unkillable. For the whole army, 15% ward save. And how can you actually use this to your advantage? Well, let's say you want to go in the battle here and they might have like 2 armies or something. Well, you just have to mouse over the terrain on the campaign map, and it says here light forest. It says here grassland. So this is a grassland, this is a light forest. So if you want to get forest bonuses with the Wood Elves, they have various forest bonuses, that's one of them. There's another one here, which is 10% ward save. Basically, in a forest, the Wood Elves take next to no damage. The Tricking are unkillable, really. If you have healing, they just can't kill them. So look for the forest terrain if you want to maximize these bonuses. Most situations is kind of relevant. You do also use a lot of range, so it doesn't matter what kind of type of terrain you go. But keep in mind, for this type of bonuses, you want to be inside the forest. But does it actually work? Yes, we used it in the past. It does work. That's how it works. There's a difference for some units between being on a forest battlefield and being inside the trees, for example. So, primary example for this would be the Wildwood Rangers. They have Guardians of the Wildwood. This is active when they are in the trees. So you put them in the trees on the in the battlefield. There's a difference being inside the trees / forest trees on the battlefield and on the campaign map. It does tell you before going to battle if the terrain is a forest. So if you have a branch within the army and the Moriah Hag the Crown, you get 25% ward save, which is mind-blowingly strong. Units that are really tanky, like a Tricking, which get massive physical resistance 30 and additional 20% ward save. What was this thing again here? Further missile resistance. So they get 20% ward save, they can get another 25 with 30 phys resist and 30 missile resist. Pretty stuff. Default scouts are okay, just you don't really have to use them. You know, when you're recruiting your initial archers, you want to get the Gladiguard Hagbane tips. So this is the reason to get this. So you want to get these guys with poison. And you're gonna use these guys until you unlock the Wave Watchers. There is really no point to use the default scouts. So you get this, you recruit how many of these you need, get rid of the building, build other building, and then as you upgrade the this to tier 4, you get this and you get the Wave Watchers. So you can skip the foot scouts. The foot scouts basically multi-plan guards and stuff. The primary archers are early game Gladiguard Hagbane tips, and the Wave Watchers later. Make this guy very tanky. He has to be tanky because I want him to tank a bit as well. He has lots of power here. 35, huh? 2 aerial chosen and 1 knowledgeable. One day we'll see aerial as well, right? This is fine. They're battling 27 turns, but then we're probably gonna have this actually garrison is looking good as well. Sure. How about the rest of the tech? Empire, growth. Let's get Emperor, the relations with the Emperor and the growth. Not always prioritizing this thing, but it's fine now. It's important to get this upgraded here too. But we're currently under no threat. This also improves various things, not just gives better garrison. We'll work on an alliance with somebody eventually. The Emperor, for example, is the best ally we can get. And the consider the game, when you're playing an order faction, you basically just support the other tide. And it's smooth sailing. Skulls Mages are dead. Go order tide, go.
Oh
Thanks,
my
Scotty.
god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit! What the hell?
We can decipher our next target. We have no enemies, so we can do pretty much what we
A
want.
traitor stands before.
Hi, but you have been granted
With a little bit
safe
echo
passage.
going,
Claim you have been granted access
maybe we
to
take
the hall.
Borderloo. Padawan actually is, or we said makes the best sense here, right? They have next to no military, but they're building up on one. Can we just go back here? Oh, we don't have enough. Let's just this. See what happens here. Fine, fine, fine. This requires 4 and then this requires 5 population. Might just attack Padawan, it's big money. Troops should be fine. We do have Durtu. Durtu is crazy in sieges. Durtu was a lot of fun when the vampires ruled the world. He's pretty much probably one of the strongest lords in the game to just bully vampires. A lot of fun to use him in the vampire sieges. Send him in and he just kills everybody.
Protector of the realm.
Does look like they're recruiting a boat at the same time. Via Ashka. Nobody to help them out. You die, little man. You have no friends.
Your traitor stands before me. Speak, traitor.
Welcome to fair Britonia.
And connecting Padawan and the port here, you might get more trade. Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50. Region is weak, minus 20 currently. I have idle chosen 2 characters, one is knowledgeable. Idle chosen is better unlike 2 armies, but if you have more than 2, knowledgeable is better. I tried to get him for diplomacy by asking join war, but they don't care about it because they're stronger than us. They have food squatters, they slaughter dryads, so we don't really send them on the wall.
Fear everywhere. Yours to command.
The only time I see Wood Elves AI have trade available is when they lose when they lose Waterfall Palace, when it gets raised and they have to rebuild it. Because they don't build it in the first version, but when they rebuild it, they actually build a trade building. It's just spaghetti code, you know. Give me some speed here. Wow, it's in their favor. Well, the elven lords are insane. The high elf prince has one of the most ridiculous defenses in the game. That's the AI. They have 72 plus 20%, so they have 84. 60 base, 84 melee defense and rank 1. It's like broken stuff. It would be nice for Shield of Taurus, but we don't have it. Look at this portrait. I don't think I actually seen this like this. Maybe they actually improved it. It's very nice damage, 5 units affected. Don't have the orcas now. Don't hit the tree. Not bad. How these guys getting targeted like that? Come on, guys, don't shoot through the wall.
Ready to serve. Orders.
It's a really strong flow here. 7 seconds. Then the overcast.
Speed of Aslan.
Distance. Somehow have shooting range here. Arc. I did get the AP skill.
Oh my god. Have you seen that
That's why
shit?
it's actually doing a little bit damage. Move away, peasants! English cake. Of course, he killed Skin now. Goddamn Optimus Prime, use those stable. All stabilizers. We have Knights of the Realm here now. Nagaron Deadfish campaign. Well, just think about the short campaign victory. And Nagaron has only one victory cell.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
So what else do we have to deal with here? Two Knights Errant. These peasants still have armor. Yeah, still have ammo. What do we have here? We should just deploy some of these guys here. It's like 4 of them. They're actually taking some casualties here. We had a magic to drop heal again. This guy's almost out of arrows. 32 kills.
Awaiting orders.
.75 base leadership.
Oh, the Lady of the Lake!
Machines desperately need more experience for better attack. Have attack aura here. Oh, I heard you have anti-large, Paladin. Get him Duru. He's ignoring Duru because he's a too high threat, so he's going for a trick instead. Attack buff here. He's gonna recover here. Actually, maybe not. No other car, we'll just chase him. It's Lamentation Despair could be enough. Not yet. They're gonna have movement from the south, even if they have with west level cannon. Should be a good bank here. Well, a pretty quick victory, huh? I guess they haven't taken that many losses. $2,200 and another 30k. He actually moved away this time. The Woodles definitely need a rework. This is gonna get yoinked down. They also just go for massive Oracle. So which faction will be the new Jog faction after the Green Sea update? Wars Chaos. Nobody taking Paro now.
Whether chivalrous or not,
This gives 10 physical resistance and 12 armor for the Trikin and 3 main units. 1 or 2 armor. Probably gonna go for this one. We should probably attack this as fast as possible.
Glade Lord, at your service.
It's our only enemy as well.
do you... Welcome to fair Britain.
At war with the Muslim that distrusts the Empire.
As you have been granted access to the...
I also do need to kind of replenish. Might not have a military building here. Argwylon declares war on Baston. Looks like Empire is looking for some real estate. People disappearing at Shrine of Talos. Goddamn Talmor. Sure, yeah, Bretonium. Probably gonna win a Bretonian campaign under 50 turns. I did Trizzle Fizzle, I did.
Do you take me for a churl?
Put an ambush here, see if they go for it. Why does this take 3 turns to build? Jesus. Stone Cutter takes 3 turns, Landmark takes 2. What in the shit? Bad replenishment. Didn't do anything about these guys. They have shit range, goddamn multiplayer. But the damage is massive. You know, what's weird is the Glade Guard actually got put to 7 AP, but I feel like they forgot about the Deepwood Scouts when they changed that. The fact that Deepwood Scouts have less AP than the Glade Guard, it's bizarre. They've definitely forgot about that. Must be because of the multiplayer. I mean, what else is there to explain this?
A traitor stands.
We'll be upgrading the Oak of Ages next. The firewood in this case. We need 5 ember. We'll get more here.
Glade, the woods of Athel-Loren welcome.
Oh my god.
Deliver
Thank you, Mr. Whiskas.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
There's a chance they send their small army north immediately so we get extra battle there. No, they didn't. they recruiting there? Another lord.
What you ask is impossible.
So might be just a lot of archers, huh?
I will not blight my soul.
Gaming children, unfortunate new tag. I'll try to remember that. Looks like the construction happens before replenishment. Because we got a lot this turn. At least for this building then.
I must keep my holy vow. No!
So we have to deal with at least everybody deals with one lord,
This will achieve nothing. I don't care for this order.
3 prophetess. I have at least 1 paladin
My lady will not allow it.
and 2 paladins, and then a million peasants. If they're all range, might be a little bit problematic.
I am a lord of Bretonia.
If
Never.
I attack this, one of them here, one of them could be behind us.
Do you take me for a churl?
Open field battle, huh?
What you ask is impossible.
Let's see what happens here.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy
Well, it's a shame we didn't get a forest. It would be a joke inside the forest with additional 25% ward save. But we can still get them on the side, so we don't have to chase them around. We have a high resilience, very high resilience. I wanna hear a funny thing, it's Control Alt yet. The poison archers do more damage than the flaming archers versus Dreamin. Just see it stuff. This unit has 102 armor, 15 miss resistance, and 30% physical resistance. All this lowers damage from fire archers. The fact the fire archers have 1 SAP, meaning this unit actually takes less damage from fire than the poison arrows. Just because of massive resilience. The fact they lower the AP on the flaming arrows gives me brain damage. It's utterly pointless. I feel like the archers might be at the side here. We'll send these guys here just to chase them. It's only good in the developers' heads. They need to be buffed. They're just pointless. Maybe they work in multiplayer, but who knows? I don't play multiplayer.
Ready to serve.
We can actually get him here. Oh, they're coming from this area. This is garrison then? Yeah. Let's get it.
I will.
The only scary fire damage are the dragons. If they have flaming attacks, it's the only scary fire damage. Most of the fire damage is a joke. Some of them with a kindle flame can be very powerful, but that's a wizard. I'll actually activate it already. Gonna wait a few more seconds. There's a different thing for the single entities and for the large entities. The unit still has to have the right stats for the flaming attacks to do anything. It's just a modifier. If the unit doesn't have enough AP, the flaming attacks will shoot against Rikian. Have massive armor and physical resistance, so the flaming attacks are pointless. It has to have the right stuff. I have no idea why they made that unit so shit. Probably put zero testing into it. But this unit has 25% fire weakness. But the flaming arrows will lose what, 33% AP damage, which is the only damage that hurts the Tricky, which is also mitigated by 45%. So literally, I've seen flaming arrows do no damage to this Tricky. You could just AFK them and they're barely gonna lose any health. My own eyes. All the poison ones will do a little damage. The Gladegar Cypher Shafts is a strong unit. It's basically sister of Argwylon alpha version. Talking about peasant bowman.
Windweaver.
We'll get rid of the Paragon and we'll try to make a connection to the sea. You see, the first 20 turns were pretty chill. Making sure the beastmen don't do anything, they die, and then you do whatever you want. That's what else for you? Woohoo! There you go. Should get the smoking mirrors.
Yours to command. Fear the deepwood.
Still have some horses on the side.
Battle ready.
Looks like a little bit of confusion on the side. Oh, take some damage from the area. There's another pole on the other side, so they have two.
Awaiting orders. Of course.
Have them ready for the charge here. Ready for the charge, knights! Well, looks like not today. Yo guys, this battle has been going on like 10 minutes, what the fuck? That way, that way. Those guys attack would have taken quite a bit of damage, but they still don't have enough to win. We have two of them waiting here. They're not charging because there's a high threat area here.
Fear the deepwood.
The only good target they have are the droids, but they're mixed with Rikin, so they don't attack.
Deepwood mage. Orders. With haste. Your orders. For Hecate.
Still have 3 cavalry units, so I think you should probably gonna have just enough for the follow up. Just end the part over there.
The forest speaks.
guy been doing a lot of damage to Dorto. This one. As we get more experience on these units, they do get more deadlier. Not just more durable. Definitely see a lack of damage without the archers. Nothing wrong with a grinder. A little more health for Dur too. Still had quite a bit of power in this spell. Could have cast another pendulum. They had like what, 6 characters here? This guy's just routed now. Spell shield. Yeah, it's pretty much just been fight against the characters. At least captives only counts on one character here. The rest might be a million soldiers. It's always gonna count only on one. And be patched.
I don't care for this order.
Oh, he hasn't taken that much damage at all. What do we need here? Defense is a little bit more important than the other stuff. And we are building towards conduits. We'll get regrowth first. We all actually have quite a bit of power already.
My lady will not allow it. This will achieve nothing.
Yeah, I like actually more. I might actually get this one as well. Let's get him out. This is how much movement. Retreat. Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50. There's Dorto there with 2 wizards. 3 different lords of magic with 3 kin. Let me go for the wall here. What's that paladin? 244 health. Fine, fine. Smoky mirrors.
As you say.
We can heal them on the wall. I don't remember this having such nice effects.
Speed of Azrael.
Here, RuneScape, climb that ladder, don't fall. They're still shooting through the wall. Hey, Dagman. Music in what zone? No, vanilla experience. Hands up, Durtu! Hands up, not again! 4 times. 4-time charm. Send everybody here. Send the buff. This guy here. This guy has 9 melee attacks. It's pretty good. What we're tricky.
Awaiting orders.
I mean, Knights Errant 34 of them.
Ready to serve.
We'll need better shades here. So get rid of these harassers. It's nice to get the brass cleavers on the spell singers, and then when they fly in the air, they just fly over the Trikin. Get a nice attack boost. Trikin do like a lot of attack. They kinda really imbalanced unit. Crazy toughness, but low offense. Let's refresh dude. Look at that guy on a horse. He doesn't even have a lance. How are you gonna fight a monster? So they send these guys stuck the knights here, all of a sudden they're just like, nope, go around.
With haste. Saint Louis.
I love how Dirt on half health has 5,000. 5,000! So we have Waterfall Palace connected to Paragon, connected to Massive Oracle. I guess you could get Carcassonne for the port or Bordeaux. Give us a little bit Ember to upgrade the tree at least here to get some upgrades going as well. Technologies. Yeah. What the shit? What the fuck is this here? We raise canal and that put us into another region, in another province. Fucking hell, who even implemented that crap? Can they do anything right? 20% ward save for the tree king. Yeah, I think they need more ward save. They don't have enough toughness.
Not in this world or the other.
It uses ancient Spanish dialect. This is just so typical. Looks like they're not reselling, they're just rushing massive work instead. Dispersing. No, income from trade plus 25%, public order money for all provinces. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so,
I must keep my holy vow.
A
No!
paladin here,
Do you take me for a churl?
Punishment is kept here.
I don't care for this order.
I will not blight my soul.
They might still go for this one. Looks like they're just dispersing, you know, to get to
You have been
suicide.
granted access. Lord of Athel, welcome
Since they have
to
no
the
settlements.
halls of Athel.
Yes, a traitor stands before me.
Traitor, I've been finding your enemies, man. What the hell? It's another bug they haven't fixed in a million years. This DLC is gonna be 4 years old. This faction, 4 years old. Need one more ember so we can upgrade the firewood to tier 2.
I am a lord of Bretonia. Never.
Can't believe I had to waste the whole turn for this. Whole turn.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit. What the hell?
Yeah, Nina, thank you. You might have enough take mass work 2 characters there after all. Borderless trespassing. 4 legs. So they decided to go here instead. Okay, pretty good. So they have to deal with 3 characters. Most of those dryads are need dead. This battle would have sucked if we didn't have the pendulum. Is this forest? Forest. But we'll fight in the forest anyways. Come and get me!
Speed of Azrael.
This is okay.
Ready to serve. Fear everywhere.
Spellsing is also the blessing of the ancients.
Fear the deep wood.
Now we had got plague from the clan. Scribe failed to assassinate the hero, and that was it. Plague killed us. Does the Grove resurrect units now? see Durtus, so they know where to go. Chasing them is out of the question because they have 3 characters. Where are the Dryads? There. They're useless in these numbers. Let's put it in the forest so we get the 4 buffs for the Blessing of the Ancients. Massive power.
Deepwood Mage! Yours to command.
Marbles, nice, yeah. We have 4 wizards in the army. 3 of them increase power by 50. Plus every single one is in the trees gives Blessing of the Ancients, which is massive. Booyah!
Battle ready. As you said.
Actually do quite a bit of damage to those archers. Can have them all focus their probably 2 anti-large characters. He's actually taking massive damage there. In skirmish this turn. Paladin and Lord is enough to beat up health. Just so low.
Wind Weaver. Awaiting orders.
I'm gonna have to engage like this. Very annoying, like confident peasants with no health. I'll probably be doing circles there, right? This guy should be fine here. I think this guy can win against this one, the horse.
Awaiting orders. Erase them.
Get rid of that guy. Can't have that much ammo left there. Haven't killed a single trick in this fight. Not one.
I will.
This battle is even also without 25% extra damage, extra reduction. Could have had additional 25%.
Yes, quick.
Or just awkward because we resettled the settlement, so we had a number to face them head on. They still can't do anything tricky. Oh, somebody got killed. Unbelievable. They had one. Must have been fell asleep with the other trees. All the paladin did manage to kill one of them. He was one of the dryads. Old Elch would have had 0 losses. Well, what can you do? Massive replenishment here. The ancient bark. Wizard stuff. What? The guy's still actually alive? Still alive. This puts him to 5947 plus 9, 68. Used to be the main spawning point for the beastmen. Oh, the beastmen respawned. They do respawn you're playing Wood Elves. Constant reminder that they exist.
Oh my god! Have you seen that shit? Holy shit!
And yes, Skak.
What the hell?
I thirst for the hunt.
Still need one more ember.
You have been granted access to the...
They usually respawn here. And then just beeline for you. Because they don't get the new enemies. They don't resume their old wars. Pharaoh gone. It's pretty sad the set of beastmen playing Wood Elves. It's just tedious how they work. They don't pose any threat at all. Even if they burn something, you just rebuild it. It's like nothing happened. Worse than the actual chaos.
Kid, you may speak your honeyed words. How dare you?
Lord, you have been granted access to the hall.
Certainly not. Lord, we've been granted safe passage. For now.
I think they are in Estalia down there.
Salute down. Simulaglastia.
It is forbidden.
It is forbidden, tier 4. This is still exposed, but Ryan is there. Bill in 19 turns. Yeah, the other elves don't move unless you war coordinate. And for war coordinate you need the alliance.
What is your behest?
We have met before.
We have met before. So Carcassonne is warring. They're at war with Clan Scryer. Doesn't look like it's easy to take this place. Just 10 units here. Just lose replenishment there. Army on the left, army on the right, 50-50. So this is the first Beastmen wave after they got destroyed. It's kind of stupid how they are responding for this faction. It's like, it really shows like they totally forgot about them. Also, I've been only sitting in front of my seat for 12 hours today. I think we're gonna call it after this battle. We're gonna go watch a movie after that, chillax, and get ready for the tomorrow, the DLC. Well, we're gonna have probably 10-hour stream, starting at 4 PM. Start with 5 hours of Grom and 5 hours of Altarian.
Battle ready.
You wanna use the Dryads together here with Treekin so we can actually get some damage. This is a forest, no, just a regular battlefield. They do have one Siger. It's good we did do it here. It's just a reminder how outdated this faction is. The moment I see those beastmen coming like they're coming. Go guard more, defensive mode. That literally did not damage. Looking forward to checking out all the changes in front of me. The new systems, mechanics, factions, technologies, or the green skin technology tree. They're actually finally getting technology, guys. There's a Bestigorine. They're pulling those guys there. Don't even have the battle skill. There's some great web minders here. It's a little bit problematic.
Just completed legendary Crooked Moon.
Deze thing with bits. Congrats on the Crooked Moon.
Ready to serve.
They're starting to actually, they killed one trick in here, the health is starting to move. Brian's just helping a little bit with the damage, not really adding anything to this battle, because the enemy is strongly against melee. My interest great weapons that actually do damage. This have a problem fighting Viking as well. This unit is a very strong anti-large. They can just have too much toughness.
Battle ready.
It's interesting here.
Orders.
I'll eventually get us combat so you can cast the magic when you want. 58 and kind of out to fight slowly and the rest. Seems to get really good with rank 7.
Fear the Deepwood. Your orders. Attack.
Scouts are still doing good here. It's been focused here quite a bit. Somehow actually lost the leadership here as well, must be the range attacks combined. Melee fights like this without rank 7 are a little bit grinding.
Awaiting orders.
This guy's just getting overrun here. We can still battle taking any characters. Maybe the battle skills were dry, this battle would already be over, but we don't.
Awaiting orders. As Ray may. Ready to start.
Looks like one of the Dryad units must have got killed. Definitely gotta get those skills or Glade Guard just don't work really, other than for the periodic victory points, so you get 20% more health and Door too. That's the only reason to use Dryads. Because you can get tricking pretty early. As you see in the start of this campaign, you just chill to get them. Those Miners fought to the death. 93 kills on this Siger. Mentor sword.
Elgent Grastia.
It's always the weird music there. And one more ember top of the tree. I think the beastman will just try to use the beast pet. Once we end the beastman, I guess you just go back to Parvon replenish and take down Carcassonne. Slowly build up Ember, Ally, build up Brigade the Tree, and do whatever you want. Second army, third army, bully beastman, ugly tree, win. They actually went other side, huh? He went around and didn't use the beast pet, huh? Interesting. This guy's ready to ally up.
You have been granted access to the
Because of
halls
the
Athelloren.
string rank differences, they don't want to do this diplomacy yet.
You have been granted safe passage.
Lord, you may speak your honeyed word. Sweet Argwylon, my ear. How do you use?
What the fuck were these demons doing during the battle? Wasn't even paying attention what they were doing.
Grastia.
Gonna hide the rats in this fight and just use the tricking. Dryads are too damaged to do anything in this fight. Siger is still there. We'll have trouble getting kills this time. Or Dryads to die.
Move
That cycle to really try to get some damage there.
Wind Weaver.
The Rook would solve this armor not without ward save. No ward save, so he couldn't. It's only rank 10 Durtu with barely any items.
Mage. The forest speaks.
One of them in groups of 4, so we get all the heals applied. There's another little router there, but I guess they still have health.
As you say. Erase them.
If one mind is steady, there's no health bar.
Fear the Deepwood. Yours to command.
Probably respawn on a timer, I don't know, like every 15 turns. Who knows anymore. They did change some area around here. Used to be just tied on timer plus plus the Oak of Ages upgrades. Pretty good money from them. They're still up. So you can get arcane items to door too, so he counts as like a wizard. Even if it says monster here. So 4 forest spirits minus 20 enemy leadership. Look what kind of technology the Wood Elves have against the Beastmen. You guys just seen that battle, right? This was without any range. And the Wood Elves have the best range in the game. Archers, at least. Look at this. They make like the evil in the Beastmen in this game is like something like delusional. And then give the order type fake technologies like this. This is broken shit. Made for bullying. Well, can you lose the tree early? For upgrades, tree is quite vulnerable. What in the shit? He runs and now he comes towards me. Make up your mind, Malagur. I'm not sure if you have seen that situation sheet, Wizard, but you would either burn the Kingsglade or the Oak of Ages. Easier to rebuild Oak of Ages than the Kingsglade in that type of situation. You can cover both of them, and you know, for the attack they're out of range. This shit does happen like that. I think I'm gonna... They did retreat that other time, huh? Looks like this Dryad's gonna get killed now. Two Dryads got killed in a zero casualty battle. Oh, the defeat our arch nemesis again. This is basically the whole Wood Elf campaign. Wood Beastman keeps respawning, you keep killing them, and you pile up Ember to upgrade this. Do the final battle, which you fight all the Beastmen at once, which can be done with zero casualties. And you know, this is a forest battle, so these units have 35% ward save, 30 missile resistance and 30 physical resistance. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with 4 PM with Grom. We do Grom and Altarion on day 1, other 2 factions on day 2, and then we'll be mixing from day 3 onwards the like turn 150 or short campaign week 3 and some. Good night.